All right, guys, what's up? It's the main man here, double to that H. So yeah, we're now doing some. These are the comments now. Looking at your comments and reacting more to the Man City Arsenal game. Look, man. Man City they beat Arsenal, but I think the narrative of Arsenal fans being hard on Arsenal doesn't make sense. You shouldn't be happy about losing. It's a new manager. It's a new system. There are still bricks within this team. This Amory needs time to buy his players. Guardiola has all the players that he needs. There are no bricks in that Man City team. So just think about that. There are no bricks in that Man City team. There are genuine bricks in that Arsenal team. Mustafi, Bellerin, Xhaka. These are bricks. So, think about it. So from Paxmas, John Stones, world class. You're crazy. He isn't world class. No way. John Stones is a decent ball playing defender. He's improving his defensive work. He's pretty damn good on the ball. But is he a better ball playing defender than Hummels, than Bonucci, than Sergio Ramos? Nah, I don't think so. So, but he's young, he's getting there. But to call him world class is madness. He's not. He is not world class. And I think English people, please, I am begging you, do not overrate your players. I'm begging you, do not overrate your players. It makes you look really, really bad. From Hamza Hussein, Arsenal could have drawn this game. Torreira, Lacazette, Kolasinac could have done decent instead of Niles, Guendouzi, and Ozil. Yeah, for me, I think 100%. Arsenal have. I'm going to try and do a tactical breakdown. Arsenal have to. Emery needs to create a situation in which Lacazette and Aubameyang play. I don't know how you're going to do it, whether it's two strikers, whether it's a front three, whether it's Lacazette a bit behind Aubameyang wide right, and the Lacazette in the middle. You have to create a situation where they both play, because once Lacazette came on, that was a serious threat. And I do not understand why people, if you have two strikers in your team, whether you do a 4-3-3 or a 4-4-2, if I'm a defender, I am far more frightened of two goal scorer strikers than one. It just makes sense. So I think he's going to fit those guys in for sure. And I think Torreira, maybe he wasn't fully fit. Torreira has to start. That guy has to be a bona fide starter. I mean, already with the 10-12 minutes that I saw of Torreira, he's easily better than Xhaka. Xhaka is crap. I mean, sorry, I'm inducting Xhaka. I think he was suspended. I mean, I wouldn't say he's trash, but he's a brick. I mean, he's a classy brick. Torreira, I think that might be a midfielder that Arsenal have been missing, because Arsenal have been missing a dependable midfielder who can really hold the midfield. They've been missing their Kante, they've been missing their Vieira. But I thought Guendouzi was alright. Niles was played out of position. Guendouzi was alright, and Ozil is Ozil. He's a playmaker. He'll always find that great pass, but you've got to take him as a team. You've got to take the good with the bad. That's it with Ozil. So it depends whether can you offset the bad that he brings to focus on the good that he brings. That's the choice you've got to make. Shane Schubert, if you play Ozil anywhere else but in the true number 10 spot, that's on you. Yeah, true. I will not argue with that. I told you, Ozil is what he is. He's not going to tackle. Don't you dare put him in the minefield of the midfield. Don't put him out wide. Surround him by quality players. You cannot be reliant on him to take over the game. But at the same time, he can pick out an amazing pass. He is great. The number 10 position is the only position that he can play. So that's why, if I'm a manager and I've got many injuries and I've got to rely on Ozil, he's not making my team. If I've everybody fit and I've got quality players all around, Ozil is a great player to have, because again, he's one of those guys that can pick that pass that can't see. But you have to realize what Ozil is. Hence why I can't call Ozil world class. He has too many deficiencies for me to call him world class. But at the same time, he is a world class passer. He's a world class creator. But I cannot call him overall a world class player, because when I look at what Eriksen can do, what Iniesta can do, what Koke can do, what Isco can do, what David Silva can do. There are far too many players who offer more creatively overall footballing wise than what Ozil does. So, but Ozil has his uses, but just know what his uses are. From Tonic or Tonic, Arsenal needed to pass quicker. They weren't flowing. They seemed to be thinking about what to do instead of being second nature, and that comes from coaching. When Man City in their first few games under Guardiola, it wasn't second nature. They were like, all right, we're trying to do this first time thing, but we're still trying to figure it out. And even in their third year, the playing out from the back isn't totally cool. It is still something that they're working on. When you have a new coach and a new manager and he's forcing you to pass and move the ball around and play different way, it cannot come second nature to you. Second nature only comes after a year. At the minimum, you need at least a year when things come second nature, because second nature is when you have the muscle memory of where you've done it again and again and again and again and again. So you've done that those 5-a-side drills again and again, week after week. So the second nature is like, I've trained this thing so many times, I've done this drill so many times, and once we now go onto the pitch, I don't even have to think about it because I've done it so many times, so it is fully drained in. Emery just hasn't had the time for it to be second nature. Hence why, once you're learning something, you're gonna think you're gonna come to you and you're gonna be like, okay, I know it's a one-touch thing, but I don't have the confidence yet to really do the one-touch part because I don't want to lose the ball. So that confidence comes once you've really begun to play and really worked at it for several weeks. So it is gonna come in time. So from Roy D, Man City are overrated. Nothing special. Most Premier League teams sucks and are not technical besides Liverpool. Chelsea and Arsenal are in transition. The rest are just rubbish. That explains why City do not go far in the Champions League, because you have teams that can press and attack with precision. For me, I still wouldn't argue that they're overrated, because the thing is that for me, City's bogey team are Liverpool. Hence why Liverpool got that ass when they played. I do feel that Man City would have given Barcelona issues, they would have given Real Madrid issues, they would have given Bayern or PSG issues. I just think the way how Liverpool plays specifically caused Man City problems. But at the end of the day, I'm sorry, you cannot call a team breaking all those rare records, scoring 100 points, and being getting 19 points ahead of the closest team to them in the league. You can't call that overrated. I'm sorry, because what they've done in the Premier League, no other team in the Premier League has done. So that in itself is an amazing achievement. So once you've achieved that, you can't call them overrated. You can't say, oh no, the teams are bad and everything. No, yes, you would say, okay, you expect them to win based on the money they've spent, but they did it so well. They excel so well that I'm sorry, bro, you just can't hate. All right, so yeah, that's it for this. So again, Arsenal fans, it's going to take some time. Have patience. It's going to come eventually. And for Man City, man, look, man, it's going to take a lot to take these dudes down. Thank you for watching this video. Think about pledging and become a Half of Football Hot patron. Pledge an amount each month and gain access to exclusive videos from your boy, the Football Hot, for more analysis. Peace.